Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little sunbathing turkey. She has a tan line of a bikini, so it was really fun and I hope you guys like it. So let's get the tutorial started. The first thing you need is some flesh colored clay. I'm using Ecru by Sculpey. I find that this one is perfect flesh color. Go ahead and grab a little bit of it, roll it into a ball. This is going to be the body. Now pinch together both sides, one side more than the other. This will be where the legs and wings attach to the body. Now roll out a little log of clay about an inch long and cut it in half. Round out the edges you cut and roll the other end. Don't push too hard, you just want to roll it a little bit to give it a leg look. Once you've done that, push it down on the table ever so slightly, just so that one side rather, is flat. Grab a little bit more clay, about half as much as you used for the legs, roll it out into a log about 2 inches long as well, and then cut it in half just like you did the legs. This time, the end that you cut, you're going to make into a point and round off the other end. Next, flatten it into the table ever so slightly, just like we did with the legs, and push in the centers. You can use a toothpick, a pencil, or a clay tool like I'm using. Just in the center of both of the wings, you're going to push in both sides. Then just bend one to the left and one to the right. You don't want a turkey that has two left wings. Next, add a hole or a dot to the tips of the turkey legs. This will help simulate realism. By taking your tool and drawing a line down the thicker side of the turkey, you can simulate the breastbone. Then go ahead and just take your finger and soften the edges out. I took the liberty of smudging up the end as well, just to make it look like where the head kind of used to be. You can do this if you like. Now we get to put it all together. When you attach the legs, you can do it any way you like. Some people like the legs facing upwards, and some people like the legs facing downward. It's whatever you really like. When attaching the wings, just make sure the thicker part is closest towards the legs. Then go ahead and add a cooked texture to your bird. You can do this by just dragging some lines back and forth across the breast of the bird. Since mine is going to be suntanned, I went ahead and moved the wings on my bird to give it kind of a relaxed, sitting in the sun look. You can do this too if you like. I think the fact that the bird doesn't have a head to rest its wings behind is a little quirky. I like it. After you do this, go ahead and add your eye pin into the back of the bird, or just into the top of the breastbone if you didn't move the wings. Now go ahead and grab some Scotch tape and start drawing out your bikini. My bikini was way too big and I really wish I would have made it smaller in the end. It would have looked a lot better. After you've drawn it, take an X-Acto knife and cut out the tape, and then carefully take the bikini that you just made and remove the excess tape. Then just take this bikini that you made and place it on the bird's, well, private parts. Also, take care not to press too hard. You don't want to actually leave a mark on the bird. All you want is the tape to just sit there while we make it all sexy. Next, grab some color chalk and just draw a little bit on the paper. The chalk should be in cooking colors, so browns, warm tones, stuff like that. You could also use chalk pastels. Next, grab a paintbrush and start layering on the chalk dust. I find that if you layer from light colors to dark colors, you get a more realistic look. Here I'm starting with a light tan color, moving on to a darker brown color. It looks a little bit more cooked that way, I think. Now when doing this on the turkey that has the tape for the suntan look, go ahead and do the exact same thing I'm doing on this normal looking turkey here. The only difference is the tape is going to prevent it from going in the locations that is underneath the tape, thus the tanned look. And if your tape pops up, just push it down a little bit so that way you don't get color underneath it. While you're doing this and you're so focused on the bikini, don't forget to do the wings and the legs too. I almost forgot them. Once you're all done with the color, go ahead and take a pair of tweezers and remove the taped bikini from the turkey. You'll be able to see immediately the beautiful tan line that you just made. I think this turkey's really going to need some aloe vera. This is so cool! Now go ahead and toss your turkeys in the oven to bake. Follow the directions on the package. Now my turkeys are all baked, but I want to give them a juicy cooked look. So I'm using Sculpey's Glossy Glaze, and I'm going to just take a paintbrush and start applying it to my turkeys. Just make sure you're applying a nice even coat all over your turkey, and this will give it that wonderful look to make it look like it's cooked. You don't have to use the glaze that I'm using. Usually, generally, I actually prefer triple thick, but I think this one turned out just fine. Awesome. I do think that this turkey's tan turned out beautifully. I did end up touching the tanned area with my fingers, so it's a little darker than I originally intended, but it still looks awesome. You can actually do without the eye pin and just put it on a miniature platter and have yourself a miniature turkey dinner. I want to go ahead and make this into a necklace, so go ahead and grab a jump ring, throw it onto the eye pin that we added earlier. Then all you're going to do is grab your string or your necklace and string it on through. I think this sunbathed turkey turned out wonderful. Now you can wear it during Thanksgiving or just because you really like turkey any time of the year, and it's a real conversation starter. I originally made this necklace for Thanksgiving, and it really was a hit at the party. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this silly sun-bathed turkey tutorial as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. You guys have a good rest of your day. Bye!